Dana White reveals exactly what will happen in the Sphere on Saturday, and Conor McGregor's return to the octagon. Volkanovski picks the winner for UFC 306, and Kayla Harrison says what she wants to do to Juliana's giant forehead. All in today's video. Dana White reveals what will be shown on the big screen inside the Sphere this Saturday.
Yeah, there's movie, there's chapters, so each chapter starts before the next fight. So there'll be a show open, right? Then the first movie will run, and it will end at the end of the fight. And then we call them worlds. And the fight will live inside this world. And the world will evolve while the fights are going on, but it'll be very subtle. Clouds will move, fires will burn, birds will fly, or whatever the hell's going on in that world at that time, and it will slowly evolve during the fight. There are also going to be Easter eggs in each one of these films. And we're working it out with legal right now. But what I want to do, if somebody can find all the Easter eggs, they'll give you $25,000.
Are the Easter eggs UFC related, or are they like, what are we looking for?
They are related to the show. Yes, they're related to the show.
So there's 10 fights. Will there be 10 movies?
No.
Okay.
The prelims will be different. This is during the main card. Yeah. So throughout the night, the show will progress throughout the night.
When you show the movies on TV, are you going to just show them like, I'm watching the movie, or are you going to show them from inside the Sphere as if you're watching the movie from inside the Sphere?
That's up to people that are way more creative than me. That's Weiss. These guys, that's what the stuff that these guys have to figure out. And the big question is, you know, how does this work? When I was at the Sphere watching the U2 show, you realize that the Sphere is the star of the show. So our second biggest challenge, other than lighting, was how do you make the Sphere the star of the show, but not during the fights? The fights are the star. You know what I mean? So these are all little things that we had to figure out, and now we have to execute it on Saturday night.
So what's the final, like you said, they're going to be worlds. What's the final world? Is that present day?
Starts at the beginning of time, ends in the future.
What's the future of Mexico look like?
You're going to find out on Saturday. You can't even compare it to anywhere else. The audio is incredible. And yes, the haptics in the seats, when there are slams, when there are things that are happening in the movies, you'll feel it in the seats. There's 10,000 seats that have it. So 10,000 people will have that experience during the show that night.
If their fighter loses, will they get buzzed?
No, but there are different, when the fights are announced, there are different types of celebrations that happen when a fighter wins, and that are all living inside the worlds. The detail in these movies, each of these movies, each chapter is 90 seconds long. And there's so much detail in every one of these that when we do rehearsal and you run it 15 times, on the 15th time, you're noticing things that you didn't notice 1 through 14. That's how much detail. And it's me and Craig keep talking about it. It's like, it's almost a shame that you're only going to get to see this once. That's why I keep saying, I think if everything goes well and we're happy with it at the end, I think we reformat this thing and you can go watch it again at the Sphere.
Dana also reveals the timeline for Conor McGregor's long overdue return to the octagon.
When is it going to happen? And can he still compete at a high level? In your eyes, from somebody who knows him, does McGregor still have that hunger?
Well, let me tell you this. I was the one this year saying, I don't think he's going to fight this year. Amidst all the talk and everything else, even the fight being set up in the press conference, Conor McGregor will fight next year, early 2025. You know, as far as he's had so much time off. As far as the hunger, I mean, he's a very wealthy guy. We'll find out. We'll find out when he comes back. But he is definitely one of the big superstars of the sport that elevated, the UFC all throughout Europe and other parts of the world. He's been He's been a big star and a great partner for us.
Volkanovski gives his pick for the main event, which may surprise you. Here's what he said. Is Dvalishvili going to be open to be hit? Yes, I believe so. I think Sean O'Malley's eye is incredible. His movement's going to make it a little bit hard, but his relentless takedown pressure or his pressure on takedowns, I think he's eventually going to get it, unless he gets knocked out. I don't care how good your footwork is, you're not going to keep Merab away from you, unless you put his lights out. That's the only way that you don't get taken down. I think I'm going to have to go with Merab. Now, his pick was based on the wrestling of Merab. However, Merab said this regarding a heavy wrestling strategy. I'm the number one contender. I am fighting for the belt. I'm good everywhere, even striking when I need to strike. I beat Jose Aldo and I wasn't able to take him down. That means I can strike too. Maybe it was boring, but not because of me. Jose Aldo was being smart. And in another interview, he says this. I want to knock Sean O'Malley out. I will knock him out. You guys will be surprised. Watch this fight and you guys will see. I know people think I'm a grappler. You guys will see. I'm going to show different skills. I'm going to knock him out. I'm going to outstrike him. You guys will see. I'm going to fuck the shit out of him too. You will see. Talking of O'Malley, his head coach Tim Welch gives his opinion on the Max Holloway vs Ilia Topuria matchup. He says, I mean, he's pretty flat-footed and he's pretty stationary. And he's not the tallest guy. I would be 0% surprised if Max Holloway came out, found his range, got started first, made Topuria miss a lot, and Max got it done. And the dominant Kayla Harrison says that she would love to put an elbow through Juliana's giant forehead, and that she would fight 2 times in one night if they let her. On the Believe You Me podcast, she tells Michael Bisping all about it.
I'm assuming you go out there, you get the job done. You're going to be pretty pissed off if you don't get a title shot.
Oh, I will absolutely kill someone. 100%. No, Dana White will be, he will find out. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. No, I shouldn't talk shit about the boss, should I?
No, Daddy's gonna
new kid on the block.
No, but you listen. You came in with a massive reputation. Everyone expected you to have to prove yourself, but also kind of get fast tracked at the same time. You know, because you're a champion, you're an Olympic gold medalist. You know, you have status. But you go out there, you beat her, Raquel Pennington.
I mean, I'm ready to fight that same night. You know, like I feel like if I fight, I dust up Caitlin real quick, and then maybe one of those girls gets cold feet or they get hurt or whatever. Like I'll just run back out. If they need me to change uniforms, I think I could take all 3 of those girls on the same night, to be honest with you. Like it's only a matter of time. And they know it too. They know, Juliana, Raquel, all of them, they know that they're just keeping the seat warm for me.
Certainly. I mean, I can see your logic and why you would feel like that. Who would you rather fight? I know as a fan, and it's nothing against Raquel Pennington, I kind of want to see you and Juliana Pena in a war of words at a press conference, just talking mad shit.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't care. Like, I don't let emotions get in the way of my business. But if it was going to be like Kayla's choice, of course, I would love to put a elbow through Juliana's giant forehead. That would bring me great joy.
What do you think of her as a fighter?
I mean, she's tough. Everybody's tough until you beat them.
And lastly, Israel Adesanya has been removed from the pound-for-pound top 15. That's all for today's video. Please do subscribe. It's free after all. See you in the next one.
So I'ma let my chest poke out just a little. I'm headed to the top, can't stop in the middle. We are on the rise, so keep watching the sky.